Hey people, how you doing? It is Marlon from A View from the South Stand TV. Hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to record a quick video, because of everything that's been going on with Spurs this week. I've kept kind of quiet, but there's three things I want to address. First of all, Davinson Sanchez, the booing last week. I get the frustration with the fans at the moment with Davinson Sanchez. I get he's not the player we wanted, but you can't blame the Enoch out people for the treatment that Davinson Sanchez got last weekend. At the end of the day, you can clearly see the fans are frustrated with what's going on at the club and refuse to blame the man at the top. So the players are now getting the scapegoat because you can't blame Conte no more. Conte's gone. Stellini's there to the end of the season. Another decision by the club to keep Conte 2.0 there. All right? Remember, you got to remember this. It was a decision by the club. Yeah? You can't boo a player as soon as he's entering the field. You just can't do it. No matter how much you don't like a player. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of people don't like Eric Dyer, but he ain't getting booed when he comes on. And he makes just as bad mistakes as, as Eric Dyer, as Davinson Sanchez. Right? But it seems to be a reoccurring theme. Emerson Royal was the scapegoat before that. But was it Sissoko before that? Right? Winks has always been 50-50, but, he's never had that treatment. You got to treat the players fairly. Unfortunately, they're there, right? If you really have a major problem with what's going on, you have to put that frustration on the owners, right? But Davinson Sanchez is here until the end of the season. We've got hopefully Longley is back for the Newcastle game. He's been all right since he's come in, but we've still got Eric Dyer there, and it's a problem. It is a problem, and we need to address it. But yeah, I'd like to get everyone else's thoughts about Sanchez. Leave the comments in there. Second of all, Daniel Levy and Cambridge. Oh my God. So all I'm going to say about the Cambridge situation is, with Daniel Levy, there was nothing in there that surprised me. There was nothing in there that was shocking. There was nothing in there to say, you know what, I didn't expect that. Everything that was in there was him out in the open, basically confessing that there are other priorities. Football is second nature. The answer about how does an average Spurs perceive him just showed you how out of touch he is with the fan base, personally. But the greatest question of the night was, so at the beginning, if you remember, he was talking about how he wanted to build a bigger stadium, he wanted to get more of the fan base in, he was talking about, being for the kids. Yeah, he wanted to get the future Spurs fans in the stadium. And what was the second question after the Gooner? Oh, it might have been the third question. Prices, season ticket prices. And he was then asked, does it not, the prices then make it harder for the younger fans to come in? And he then answered it to the way, why the season ticket prices were their prices. And it kind of flawed his whole decision on why he wanted to build a stadium. And I don't know if people noticed that. It'd be quite interesting. That was the big major thing for me that came out of it, that where you went, it's a business. And I understand it's a business, but we want the football. We want a decent football team. Yeah, the stadium's nice and everything, but get the furniture to go inside, as everyone said. And that's what's more important. And there's too many mistakes. Daniel Levy, it came across as, when you buy a nice car, but your house is shit. Or you've got everything on the outside of the house looks brilliant. The garden's fantastic. The house looks massive. But when you go inside, it's a mess. You've got no furniture, you've got nothing because you can't afford it. What is the point? And for me now, it's about, with this whole Levy situation, he's thrown it out there. You can blatantly see it's a business. Now, what Spurs fans have to choose is whether they want a football team or they're happy to carry on with it like a business. And if they are, I've got no qualms with that. No qualms. But I want to see a proper football team, right? Yeah, trophies, I get it. We ain't there. But why can't we be like a team like Seville? Yeah? I'm going to use them as an example, right? Barcelona and Real Madrid are going to win the league every season, yeah? Where Spurs are not there to win the league. But Seville will go after the other competitions that they're in. Europa League, how many times have they won that? right? They've won the Spanish Cup, yeah? There are other trophies on the table for them to win, and they still happen to have Champions League football as well in between. Why can't Spurs be like that? They came with a plan and they got it, right? We're not asking to be Barcelona or Madrid, but Seville have done something right there, and that's how I see Spurs. We can still be a great cup side, right? Yeah, the trophy's on the table, but why can't we be a cup side? This is the issue. And I think as Spurs fans, we kind of need to put pressure on the board. We need to put pressure on Levy. This is what we want now. And, you know, to take entertaining football with it. I know that's what a lot of people are going for. You know, we sold our souls with Mourinho. We sold our souls with Conte, right? But it's time we kind of got a new manager in, and kind of, you know, this summer is gonna be so important. Whether Levy's there or not, Scott Munn's got a job on his hands. Paratici now being banned, another thing that I'm not really going to get into. It just adds to more, with the Paratici thing, it just adds more and more and more stuff against Levy that's going wrong. I think ever since the Poch sacking, it's not been the most positive thing inside the club. There's not many positives that have happened. And they're very few and far between. And you have to kind of thank Antonio Conte that we got top four, considering the mess we were in under Nuno. It's just it's mad. But yeah, I'd like to get to know your comments on the whole Levy at Cambridge as well, and Paratici being obviously resigning. It was bound to happen. Come on, they weren't nothing against him. But is this another case of Levy being out of touch? Is that where we are now? And it's not to say, you know, I've not been a Levy fan for ages, but when he got the Pochettino thing right, what could I say? You know, there was nothing against him. He had it right. But yeah, obviously no signings and stuff. It happens. But where do we go from here? Is this summer important? Is it time to get on the Levy out train? Is it not? Is it time to trust what he's going to do in the summer? I'm not sure. I'm kind of out, you know, it's 50-50 of Spurs. And then there's a Newcastle game on Sunday. You know, what are your predictions? Is it, you know, Newcastle have got all this pot of money, but look at their signings. They've done well. They've backed their manager. You know, they went and got Botman, Trippier, Burn, right? These are the players that they needed. They saw a hole in their defence and they went out and bought a defence. Look at them this year with Nick Pope as well. Oh my God. These are players. We've asked for a defence now for 2-3 years. And who we left with? Sanchez, Dyer and Ben Davis. All we got is Romero. Since Toby Alderweireld and Jan retired or left, kind of say, that's it. That's all we've got in. Romero and Longley. Come on. It's not hard. You know, if you're not a club that wants to take opportunities, and you're a club that wants to, you know, go forward and pre-plan, you can do it. But pre-planning, and Spurs are not a pre-planning side. Like the whole Brighton model of, they've got 3 replacements for Momota already, 3 replacements for Welbeck if he was to leave. You know, they future-proofing themselves already. And that's where Spurs need to be, because if they want to stay in this top 4, if that's what Daniel Levy wants, it's slowly slipping away. But like to get your thoughts and comments. Please like and subscribe. We're now 118 people away from that 500 mark. We want to get to 500 before the end of the season. Please like, subscribe and comment. And as always, up the Spurs.